All right. Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Barden here. This is going to be a relatively short video. When I'm setting all of this up, my second camera here, um, I don't want to run out of battery. I've got a few more on the way, but I'm just going to hopefully go through these kind of quickly little short videos that you'll be able to watch several in a row and get kind of a fuller lesson. All right, so this is going on with the Arduino stuff, the physical computing. I can't talk right now. Part of the programming digital media class that I teach. Basically, what I'm going to do is just quickly explain and show the difference between a clear, or in this case, kind of frosted LED with only two leads. If you can kind of see that. Maybe. There we are, two leads. This isn't a webcam I'm using. It's like my normal camera for taking pictures. So getting a little used to it for a video. But anyway, with two leads versus one with four leads. So you can kind of see the difference right there. And basically, the only difference to remember is that this one with two leads has one single color that it can do, whereas this one with four leads can do multiple colors. So this one right here does a white kind of light. Sometimes they can be green or yellow or some other color. Just because it's a clear little LED doesn't mean that it's necessarily the color of the, of the shade, the little filter there. But if it has the two leads, it can only do a single color versus the four right here. So this four, we have the long lead, and in this case, it's a little weird. This long lead is the negative. That might be a little counterintuitive to these ones over here. But this longer lead is the negative side, and then we have three separate positive sides for red, green, and blue values. So in this video, I'm just going to show them right here one at a time. But if you apply varying voltages to these three different leads, you can use this single LED to effectively make whatever color you want. You can really customize it to whatever you need. It just requires a little bit more of the wires. So let's jump into it. Let me just focus more on the breadboard things. So I've got my power and ground here connected to the Arduino, and it's just connected to the power. I'm not worried about any code. So I've got my LED here, and I'm just going to plug it into the rest of this circuit. I've got a 220 ohm resistor, and we're just going to ground. So when I add the power to it, you'll see that it has lit up this kind of soft white color because it's a little frosted lens on there, so it's not super in your face. But here, I'll kind of there, and we can off, give it the power, on, off, on, and so on. This is going to be different than this LED right here with the four leads. So I'm going to take a second and get all of them in the hole, with the long one connecting to the resistor and the rest of them just in a spot that's right there. So if I connect to the first one here, first one being the closest one to me, it is a red light. And then if I move it over to the next one over here, it's green. So then blue. So green, blue, I missed the hole, red. So again, you could do several of these at once. So I've got a few extra wires. So here is the red light, and let's plug it in with the blue light as well. It should have gone to the blue light. Oh, I've got these backwards. Do I? No, I don't. Why didn't that work? Positive. Well, maybe we can only do one at a time. That's my mistake for thinking you could combine them, but maybe other more advanced LEDs you can. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this out here. I'll leave it on the green light, just because that's fun. I'll kind of wrap this up here. The reason I brought this up is because if you're doing this in your classroom, you're starting to get into your little Arduino kits, you may notice a bunch of LEDs of a single color, but they usually have one or two of an LED like this with multiple color options. So this is just kind of the difference between them. And again, that difference is that the leads are reversed, so the long one is the negative, and by changing which wire you send the positive voltages to, you can change a single bulb between 3 different colors, which can be very useful. All right, I'm going to wrap it out here. If you enjoyed the video, you learned something, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. If you had any concerns, or maybe you know of an LED like I'm thinking of where you can really fine-tune the voltages between the different leads, I would love to hear about that, so maybe put that down in the comments. And I've got an email there. All right. So, yes, I know my video's live. All right, so that's going to be it from me.